Alien distress call origin. That's going to be our next target. Let's eat and drink a little. Good to go there. So, we already have the mineral detector pinned. Interested by the thermos, but we need the coffee maker before that's really a thing. Haven't had a need for the repair tool yet. Oh yeah, and crystalline sulfur literally does replace sulfur now. So I don't think it's as important as it used to be. So, habitat builder, we'll pin that. Simply based off the fact that we kind of need more storage. Sea glide, definitely. Seatruck, I would like to pin, but we can't do anything without the mobile vehicle bay. We don't have a modification station either. We could build one, but I don't see us getting diamond yet. Okay, I think these things pinned right now should be our priorities. Hopefully we can find more mobile vehicle bay, because we definitely need the Seatruck in order to get to our destination. So let's see what we can build. Oop. Starting with the mineral detector. We actually should have enough copper for copper wire. We can quickly go grab the... Oh, we don't need the knife. It's the seed cluster. No. Yes. Yeah, the seed cluster makes the... oh, where were they? Seed cluster makes the silicone, and the actual creep vine itself makes the fiber mesh. Okay, there's some creep vine. We just need to find a seed cluster. And if I prioritize this guy, we can hopefully find other stuff that we'll need to build everything else. I think it was 1 seed makes 2 silicone. Really should have looked at that recipe before we just assumed stuff. Come to think of it, we'll grab 2, because one of them also makes a lubricant. And we could practically make the sea moth already in that regard. Or not the sea moth, the sea glide. Oh, my inventory's full. Crap. Oh. It's only full because we picked up the second one. I thought it was full and we couldn't pick up the second one. It's almost flying off to the wrong thing. Granted, that looks like it's a higher location. Might be easier to get to. But still, I want to prioritize... The alien stuff seems unique enough. That is kind of what I want to pursue. Although hanging out with Marguerite could be fun. Oh, not storage. Although we should probably utilize that shortly. Yep, I was correct. One of these makes 2 silicone rubber. And we can also make the lubricants. Tools first. Mineral detector.
The mineral detector can sniff out raw materials, potentially saving you hundreds of hours of searching.
Well, I like ways of saving hundreds of hours. Let's make another copper wire. Oh, I'm a dummy. I'd meant to change out the batteries first. I just used one for the mineral detector. That's fine. 2-slot, R, swap. 1 slot, put away. Yeah, I wanted to use the spent batteries, and our scanner doesn't necessarily need batteries too frequently, but that's fine. We can now build deployable Sea Glide.
The Sea Glide is a personal transportation device used for high-speed freediving. Contains a built-in light and map.
That'll be useful. We can unpin that now. We can also unpin this guy. Habitat builder. Do we have enough silver for the wiring kit? We need 1 more copper, literally, in order to make the computer chip. And then the battery. Oh, we need 2 more copper. Okay. And then 2 ribbon plants, which are nearby. So let's reorient our tool wheel. Pop this guy into slot 5. The emergency flare is less necessary now. Oh! Tricky, tricky. Now if you use a spent battery, it's considered spent. Nice little trick there, guys. So that's fine. Put that in slot 4. Flashlight, reload, no battery. Reload, full battery. Reload, 4% battery. Oops, I meant to not do that, but that's fine. Let's test out this guy. Trying to use it. Is it literally telling me there's one, like, right here? Oh, probably underneath us. There we go. There it is. Okay, this thing sort of works. Well, sorta is not a good... I mean, it works. It's just a matter of how useful is it really. There's 1 copper. Need another. There we go. And let's test out this guy. Also, I don't want the map on. The light on it works pretty good. At least for the moment. Okay, we'll build our copper wire. Ah, I forgot to pick up the ink ribbons. Not the ink ribbons. Wow. The ribbon plants. Let me consume some water. We need to gather that again. Exit. Oh, speaking of which, bladder. 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 I want to save the ones under the base if I can. Ah, it's fine. I also want to test what else can this thing scan for. Silver, gold, galena outcrop, copper ore, fragment. Scanning for fragments is probably good to have that on. Salt, chance of silver, chance of gold, table coral, lithium, diamond. Okay, so we can scan for a lot of stuff. No rubies. I didn't see that as an option. It could also possibly be stuff that we only have access to. Like, we technically haven't scanned a diamond.
Oxygen.
We saw a diamond, but never scanned for it. Make a battery. A computer chip. And personal tools. Habitat builder.
Adding emergency shelter blueprints to your databank.
Emergency
With
shelter.
the Builder tool, you can construct sea bases from raw materials, advising against exploring a frozen water continent without a base. No bed, no storage, no place to put a fabricator module. No fun.
That was almost like a sense of personality from our PDA there. Oh, we had some ribbon plants in storage, as well as some other stuff. Maybe I should start looking in here real quick before I start assuming. Okay, this stuff we'll definitely put away. Probably no need for that at the moment. Flare, we're less likely to use it. Oh, wow. The ion cubes actually show their charge now. 300,000 out of 300,000. I don't even know what those numbers represent, but that sounds like a lot. Lithium might be important later. Well, most of this stuff will be important at some point. But for now, I think we got the tools we need. We need some more batteries, though. But yeah, we should have most of the tools we need to search out mobile vehicle bay fragments. Then we can make the Seatruck. Yep, I think we're in a good spot. Make some water to take with us. Even if we go with no batteries, shouldn't be the end of the world. Alright, I guess it's time to go find good stuff. Actually, instead of the sea moth, we'll set this to fragments and kind of swim around idly for a bit. Or, not really idly, but aimlessly. This will allow us to find stuff. And even if it's something we've already found like this, we can use the titanium later for the starting of our base. But with any luck, we'll get the mobile vehicle bay fragments so we can get the Seatruck so we can actually go looking for the stuff we want to. Also, we should break these because we do kind of need more batteries. Lead we might need at some point, but we can always try scanning for that. However, I don't want to pick up too much of this and then not have room for anything cool we do find. Oh, what's this? Well, that was super convenient. Okay, we don't need to break those limestone outcrops anymore. We do need to pick up a few ribbon plants when we find them. We also, well, we don't need it, but I would really like it if we found the recipe for the higher scuba tank. Last time when we made this one, it popped up. And this time they even had talked about it. There's a fragment nearby, but obviously not in there. Probably around it though. Maybe on top? Yeah, it doesn't really have... There we go. Yeah, it doesn't really have a height thing to it, but it's still better than nothing. That's for sure. It looks like the ribbon plants usually pop up in pairs. Except that time as a trio. But this looks like a lone one. Oh no, another trio. But...
Oxygen.
Oops. 2 trios do make a set of 3 doubles, I guess. How is... Wow, we are already practically full. We could use 1 more copper ore just for the even things out. Make 4 batteries. Once we do build the base... Oh, we're underneath an iceberg right now. That's probably not good. Pick up frost anemone hearts. Well, that seems like something new. Don't know what good it'll be. Pick up a creature egg. We don't really have a place for those yet. Symbiotes. They don't do much damage, but they are annoying. But I think we're underneath a rather large iceberg. Oh, fragment nearby. Actually, let's come back to that once we get some oxygen.
Oxygen.
There's also the possibility that the fragment is above us. Nope. Oh. Mobile vehicle bay fragment. That's the kind of stuff I'm looking for. Just need 1 more of those. Oh, Sea Glide. We might be... We got room for 1 thing. Please be copper. Titanium. That's fine. We'll have to be more picky, choosy about what we scan. Grav trap fragment.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Oh, I switched to salt on accident. Fragment. There we go. Let's get our oxygen real briefly.
Oxygen.
Yeah, a bigger tank would be nice. I think that's another grab trap fragment. Might use that for the fish farm again. But we also know not to scan any more of those. Oh, here we go. Last mobile vehicle bay fragment. Let's head back to our little pod. I'm going to switch to this now. We'll make some fresh batteries. Figure out, or go ahead and pin the recipes for some of the other fun stuff. Let's get some oxygen. Probably build our base nearby. I don't see any reason why not to. It's also less of a priority at the moment. Okay, fabricator. Electronics. Oh, before I actually make too many of those, now that I think about it. Let's go ahead and see what we need for mobile vehicle bay. Yeah, we're going to need a computer chip for that. And then the Seatruck. We'll make a grav trap as well. Just for a fish farm. Deployables, grav trap. Already have what we need for that. Oh, this one we could have probably used a spent battery on, because I don't think those necessarily have a battery charge. We'll stick grav trap here. Actually, stick it right somewhere where we can see from the front door. This looks like a good spot for fish. Bind that to slot 1 real quick. Release it. It didn't go out as far that time, but still works. Go back to put our knife in slot 1. Actually unpin grav trap. Okay, so we need another lubricant. So another creep vine seed cluster, unless we put a lubricant in here. Does not look like it. Go grab that real quick. Okay, off this way. We can use this to move around a little faster. Yeah, another reason to build a base sooner rather than later, though, is we already have access to... Okay, I think I got one. Yep. Is that we already have access to our battery chargers. That was something we didn't have till a little bit later on last time. That'll also make things easier for us. Especially because I don't know if there's necessarily an Aurora that we can find a bunch of batteries on. Okay, so let's make the lubricants. Resources, basic. Oh, we have enough titanium for the ingot. Apparently those only cost 5 now instead of 10. And then a computer chip. Some of that stuff hopefully is in our locker. Otherwise we're going to have to go out scanning for it. We do have the 1 gold. We need 1 more table coral sample. Let's move the rest of that over briefly. And these. And these. Okay. So pull out this. I think this can scan for... Oh, I passed it. Table coral. There we go. And we'll just swim around aimlessly until something pops up on there. Yeah, this mineral detector I think will help out a bunch. Oh yeah, we also have access to a scanning room, which could be another great thing to try to utilize. Okay, let's not try to be stuck underneath an iceberg when we run out of water, or air. Just kind of waiting for this thing to register. Yeah, ordinarily table coral is everywhere. Okay. Start worrying about our air a little bit. Mostly keeping an eye on our scanner. Looks like that could be something interesting. What are you? Sea Glide, okay. That would just be more titanium. Which ultimately we do want some of, but everything in its own time, I guess.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Yeah, should consider going up shortly. Try to aim for not underneath.
Oxygen.
Maybe we should have spent a little bit more time gathering table coral where we were before. Sure, it'll pop up at some point, right? Here we go. We'll gather a few of these. Oh. Stuff looks like it chokes boulders and stuff.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
I also see something else of interest. Oh, there's one of those brain, or not brain, but oxygen bubble things. Some nice glowing.
Warning. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Never mind. Doesn't look like what I thought it was. Still looks interesting. But that's definitely more the alien type stuff. So rebreather's another thing we want sooner rather than later. But once again, it's kind of one of those things that I think just popped up last time. I don't remember actually finding anything for it. It's not to say we didn't, but I just don't remember it. Where's the front door? We'll grab a couple fish to eat real quick as well. We got enough fish for water, so. I do love me the fish farm. Arctic Peeper. Last time was pretty good fish for filling us up. We'll cook. Actually, we could probably cook all three. I think we'd be fine with that. There's the other one. And drink 2 water. Pretty good spot again. And fabricator. Should have everything we need for a computer chip. Now we can make our mobile vehicle bay. Wonder if that'll unlock new recipes. Or blueprints, rather. It is getting nighttime. Grab trap. We don't want to go too far away, so guess we'll deploy it right here. Pop that in slot 1. 1. Deploy. Now, do you already have recipes besides the Seatruck? Vehicles. Nope, just a Seatruck, which we already have pinned. We'll pop back in. Now let's look at Do we have enough? No, we don't have enough titanium at the moment. Well, we probably do. I just put it all away. We need another titanium ingot. Actually, let's, just so I don't get mixed up, we'll unpin that. So resources, titanium ingot. Is that an advanced wiring kit or a regular wiring kit? That's an advanced wiring kit. So that takes a wiring kit and a computer chip. Do we have any silver? I don't think we have any more gold. We do have the silver. We have this. We need more copper and more gold. Wiring kits. How about lead and quartz? Doesn't look like we have any more quartz. We have one piece of lead. No, that wasn't lead, that's lithium. Either way, we still had one piece. Pop these in there. Oh, edible anemone. Old frost anemone hearts. Still as good a source of food and water, even though it's old. I wonder if that's something we could plant. Let's stick that in there, because I think even if they go bad, you can plant them. Nope, still have the same beacons. Let's see what they say about... Wait, what do we scan those? Symbiote. Forgot about those guys. A small, fast predator, which nests inside the hull of the Titan hullfish, and defends them at all costs. Symbiotes feed mostly on overconfident predators, which attack the Titan hull flesh, expending huge energy reserves to move quickly and strike their targets. The symbiote is dependent on receiving additional warmth and oxygen from the Titan hullfish. Symbiotes lay their eggs inside the gills of the Titan hullfish. The waste left behind is absorbed by the Titan, constituting all the nutrients it needs to survive. Assessment: catch or neutralize to approach the Titan hullfish. So, I guess we were close to a Titan hullfish that whole time. Don't know what that is, but I kept bringing it up. And then, what about this frost anemone? The frost anemone grows on the underside of ice floes and icebergs. The anemone's tendrils are covered in the thin, stinging hairs that paralyze small fish and plankton that are broken down for nutrients. These tendrils should be trimmed to effectively harvest the edible heart. Assessment: carefully harvest for high nutritional value. Okay, maybe we can't plant them. We won't know till we try, but seems like when we do find those are good sources of food and stuff. Also, sounds like we got kind of lucky. Also, you might notice that our stats weren't going down. It was pointed out to me that there's an option to pause the game when the PDA is open. I'm going to try to utilize that some more. Turns out it was in the LED. Yeah. It was in the accessibility options. They also had one that highlights lootable stuff. I felt like that might have been a little bit too much, so I didn't turn that one on. Okay, it's actually... Oh. We need some quartz, as well as lead and gold. I think we need a total of 4 quartz. So that one seems like it might be the easier of the group. Searching for more now. We actually do need some copper now that I think about it. No, we have copper in our thing. That's fine. More copper never hurts.
Oxygen.
And I totally lost track of our air. Thank you, PDA. Okay, we have enough copper for the copper wire. It's good enough. Pick up 1 more quartz. Now we need gold. I don't know if gold is better or the outcrop for it. Calverite outcrops. Actually, I think even when we're searching for copper, that popped up, so we'll stick it on gold. That might be good enough to get to both of them. We'll try to keep our eyes peeled for the ones that have lead. It's kind of a shame we can't have both a flashlight and oh, that's more titanium. Less worried about that. Silver, it's not what we're going for. It is nice and bright down here. Super friendly looking. Hi, sea monkey. Oh, it's a sea monkey's nest. Looks like they use a sea glide fragment. A few of them for their nest. That's fine. We'll let them keep that. They were hard at work. We could use the titanium, but I got other goals for the moment. We really just need one piece of gold. Actually, we could head back. Beacon. We could turn on the Delta Station dock. If we don't find any gold along the way, which last time there was gold along the way, we know that at least inside there was a whole bunch of it. Basically a little gold mine. I think this is one of the lead ones. Yep. We just need one more piece of lead.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Yeah, we'll pop up even though we had some time still. The icebergs kind of have me a little nervous when it comes to surfacing. Don't want to be too close to those. Another lead one? No, that's a chance of copper. Just from a different angle. We actually could use even more copper for the power cell, but we have enough in the storage, I think. Trying to keep an eye on both the scanner and my surroundings, see if anything cool shows up. You're silver, aren't you? Nope.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Those are some of the rays. Oh, we're not even heading in the right direction anymore, are we? Got myself all kinds of turned around.
Oxygen.
Actually, I don't see that beacon at all anymore. Where'd it go? Oh, that way. Okay. It's because I have it set to blue that it's hard to track. Under the water is not so bad, but be super convenient if we could find one more piece of lead sooner. But if not, we could just scan for it. At least the gold ones, I'm definitely familiar with the way they look. I think we have enough ribbon plant as well. Copper. We did use up all our silver.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Okay, I think it was right around here we found the gold stuff earlier. Or the deposits for it. Like I said, worst case scenario, there's a whole tunnel full of it up there. don't know if we'll find as much lead. Are you a lead one? You are. Perfect. And these are the ones that have the gold. A chance of it, at least. Okay. That one never popped up on our thing, so I think we do have to find the right kind of outcrop. There's one of those rock crushers. There we go. Got what we need. We almost made it all the way to the island, which is kind of a bummer, but at the same time, like I said, it was kind of a necessary evil, just because I haven't seen this anywhere else. But we should have everything we need. The computer chip. Then to make the advanced wiring kit, then we just had to make the glass, and then a couple more batteries for a power cell. And I'm hoping we can make depleted batteries, or mostly depleted. Oh, also, I didn't realize our mineral scanner was practically dead. So that thing does consume batteries pretty harshly. But yeah, hopefully those two spent batteries will work for a power cell and not have it be super weakly charged or anything. I think we'll make it.
Oxygen.
Oh yeah. So, start with copper wire, computer chip, advanced wiring kit, then make some glass, then we'll pull out, oh wait, I think a power cell also requires a silicone, which we have. Oh no, I was one copper short. That's fine. Fabricator. Nope, electronics. We'll make one battery. Oh no, we had one extra. Disregard. I was thinking it was 2 copper for a battery for some reason. Now, let's test this out. Power cell. Don't be completely dead. Nope, full power cell. Then we just go up to that guy. Make our Seatruck. Vehicles. Seatruck. Wow, that's a very awkward shaped thing. I understand it attaches stuff to its back. Which I wonder how we learn the modules and stuff. Oh, do we have to go in from the top? Yep. And also, one power cell. Does it have 2 power cells? Although it only took 1 to make it. Huh. I was about to say, it might be a cheap way of making power cells, but I honestly don't think that would work. Okay, so let's see how this thing controls. still has pretty good parallel movements. Up and down feels good. Honestly, does control quite nice. I can't tell if it's slower than the Seamoth, but also haven't been in the Seamoth recently. Only thing is, once we start adding things to the back, I don't know how well the parallel movements and the spinning maneuver I can do would be. That could be an issue. But it by itself isn't that bad. So let's go ahead and escape it. Now we have a way to go deeper. Let's go into our PDA and unpin it. What else do we want to make? We need a vehicle upgrade station for, I believe, in order to make the first depth upgrade. Which, that I think we needed a moon pool for. Alright. Take a quick look at what we should be aiming to build. This thermos thing could come in handy, I think. But we have some steps before that becomes viable. Not that they'd be too hard to do. Honestly, I think a base should be our next focus. So we can do things like modification station. So I don't think we can build one of those in here. The Seatruck is a modular aquatic navigation vehicle for fun and function. Additional modules could be attached to the back of the main cabin or detached to evade predators. Okay, so we still have... we can unpin that guy. This guy's marked as red. That's the one we're aiming for. We'll make the Seatruck also green. Seatruck main cabin. Gotcha. That indicates like safe spots to go breathe and everything. No, that's not what I needed. We need to make some water for the trip, I think. Store as much stuff in here as we don't need. The scanner, we do kind of need. We should probably bring a spare battery with us. But I'm hoping we find some cool alien tech down there. Air bladder, less useful now. Oh yeah, we have a beacon on us. I forgot about that. Habitat builder, we don't necessarily need to bring with us. Let's go ahead and grab a couple bladderfish just for some extra water. Oh yeah, we need to put our knife back in slot 1. Okay, should be good enough for water. We still don't have a rebreather for easy access down below. But now the Seatruck can at least get us safely down to 150 meters. Alright, we got the water we need. Here we go. Mostly full. Actually, we can go and eat a nutrient block. That should take us all the way up to like 150. Yep. So we don't have to worry about food for a while. I'll put our knife back into slot 1. Does feel kind of weird getting into this thing from the top. As a pilot, that's where we're headed. Also, I just ran into a couple small fish and we're not almost dead already. Oh, we don't have a repair tool. That's something we utilize with the Seamoth a whole lot. So that's something we'll have to be careful of. Actually, I feel a little less floaty too, which is nice. That's a brute shark, I think they were called. Not friendly. The Seatruck definitely makes more noise. Arctic Ray, they're friendly enough. This was kind of what I wanted to go check out earlier. Something like it anyway. Yep. Definitely kind of signifies alien tech. Wonder if we can get out and scan it.
Warning, passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Not scannable. Sure, more titanium. We kind of already got all the Seatruck fragments we need. Also, can we... Yep, we can turn the lights off on this guy. That'll probably come in handy at some point. That's the pilot. We are headed towards that guy. Okay, it felt like I was kind of leaning there. I don't know if that's the environment around me. Also, is this all Seatruck stuff? Admittedly, I'm not trying to get a whole bunch of titanium. This looks like the land of the lost Seatruck fragments. Lots of mobile vehicle bay fragments as well. Problem is, some of the stuff looks unique enough that I can't tell if it's a...
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
I can't tell if it's a new thing or if it's something we already have. Okay. I think we have to navigate all this. I think that's the challenge. Like, we're already kind of going away from our goal. Oh, we actually took that hit like a champ. Oh. Okay, let's try to find a good approach vector. I think this actually looks like it's getting less deep. We'll see if this opens up to a path down below, but I think we're going the wrong way, essentially. I hear something angry. It's the spiky boy. Which apparently... Definitely did not mean to run into him. He did a little bit more damage. Oh boy. No repair tool. We are bouncing off of stuff a lot. I don't think we can necessarily make it through here. Nope. We're not doing it that way. Okay, let's try to find a new angle of approach. Ooh. You guys are like the jelly shrooms, but you actually move around. Eye jelly. Are you just a bigger eye jelly?
Warning, passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Let's go ahead and learn a little bit about these guys. Herbivores, large. Eye jelly. The eye jelly resides in deep waters. It is made of 3 distinct body sections. Tentacles, the main body, and the bell. The end tentacles are covered in bioluminescent nodes, which attract prey. When the tentacles are touched, they emit a shock through specialized cells called cnidocytes. Then these cells are venomous harpoon-like structures called nematocysts, which are triggered by touch. The eye jellies gently drift with little locomotion, though they can track movement with their large, singular eye. Roger that. Basically, don't get hit by their tentacles. Okay, still can't tell if this is the right angle of approach. Trying to find... That's a pilot. Alien distress call origin. Like, we know it's roughly 200 meters deep. Are we gonna have to swim through all of this? Because that's the other thing. We can't go any deeper than this right now. But I don't know if we're close enough. 235 meters. We might have to navigate through all this. I do see the occasional oxygen plants. Alright. Let's try. Kind of sea glide our way from spot to spot. Get some oxygen. Laser cutter fragment. That's something we want. 1 of 3. Do you have anything else cool on you? Okay, we might have wasted some of our oxygen on that. But it's a good find nonetheless. Okay, this is another oxygen plant. I don't know how long it takes for those things to replenish. Okay, this one's already replenished. This might just be a super tricky swim. Spinnerfish. Oh, there's so much stuff to scan. Like, what are these?
Warning, passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
We could pick up a root pustule.
Warning, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Okay, we are on the verge of death. It's under 200 meters. Apparently it gets even worse.
Oxygen.
This might not be the best angle of approach. Let's see about getting closer. Whoop, closer. Ah, that's not where I'm headed. That's where I'm headed. Yeah, I have a feeling that plan... We need to be as close as we can get to it. Hopefully there's something inside that we can go into and have oxygen. Okay, like it's right underneath us here. Is there any way to get underneath all this gross stuff? Bridge coral, I think it's called. Okay, we're about as deep as we can go. But now we're too far away. I did see one spot that kind of looked promising. If we could just find it again. Without taking too much damage. Please. Okay, I'm not seeing it anymore. The spot that looks somewhat promising. In fact, now we're kind of headed right back to where we were. Not gonna lie, this is challenging in comparison to some of the other things we've tried to find. if we can get a good wide angle look at things. You can kind of see. Maybe down this way there's a path. Can assume that's Seatruck. I really can't get out to scan every little thing. Seatruck, yeah. Oh, that's not though. Oh, mobile vehicle bay. Just is not quite necessary right now. Yeah, the problem is this path doesn't really look like it goes into there either. Oh, actually. Should have realized that sooner. Why don't we just try to...
Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
I was about to say, why don't we just try to follow these lights? Something damaged us pretty good there. Now, is this the one that we'd already discovered? It looks different.
Warning. Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Now, where's the angry boy? Oh. You hunt from below you. As long as you don't damage this guy too much. Let's go see. Like, I truly don't think this is the one we'd already checked. Nope, it's not. A rebreather. That's exactly one of the things I said I wanted.